Alright, let's just go ahead and...
Rob's Arcade, Rob's Arcade.
Is that loud
Where
enough?
the games get played and the games get saved so they can be played on another day. Rob's Arcade.
I don't know if that was loud enough. Alrighty. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. It actually took a lot longer break than I expected to. I did a second part. I just didn't really like it. Yesterday felt a little rushed, a little all over the place, and I got a little sidetracked. It was interesting. It started raining here, and then started raining in the game, and that always just kind of like throws me for a loop. And yeah, I don't know. Got into the second part, and then a little distracted. So I thought about it after I uploaded the first piece, and then I said, you know what? I'm going to wait, and I'm going to come home after work, and we're going to do like a little maybe work talk and just talk about work life in general, that sort of thing. And then once I got home, settled, and started like actually looking at the time, it got too close to doing a actual Monday show. And I was like, all right, so I can't get in here. There's like, it was just too short of a window. I was like, there's no way I can get in here, shoot this, post it, and get it up before midnight. And I was just like, you know what, it's just too late. I'm not going to rush. I'm going to wait till tomorrow. We're going to start at a fresh day. We'll carry on some Monday motivation into Tuesday. Everybody can use a little extra motivation, I feel like, from time to time. Why are you looking at that thing like that? And yeah, so here we are. It's now Tuesday, and I don't even really remember what I didn't like about yesterday's video. It just didn't really feel very, um, I don't know, fluid. Just kind of felt forced. I wanted to talk some more. And then as I was getting into it, I was just like, well, where am I even going with this? So I actually um, do have some notes and things. But before I guess I get into all of that, at least I thought I had some notes written somewhere. Maybe I don't. Maybe I left them at work like a moron. Oh man, I think I did. Oh no, here they are. Okay. That'd have been funny. They were like these notes sitting at work. People are like, "What the fuck is this all about?" Um, so anyway, here we are. As I said before, I kind of like doing these kind of like monthly wrap up, kickoffs, touching base, and um, just seeing how you guys are doing. Hopefully, you guys have had a good month of July. Hopefully, your weekend was great. Your week is starting off just as fabulous. I'm gonna be busy today. A lot of stuff going on. It's funny. Like typically when I'm off, I run around just trying to catch up on all my hobbies and all my fun things. So it's gonna be a lot of that kind of stuff today. I want to do a Spider-Man movie review, kind of get into that a little bit, and just a couple other things. Probably doing like some more videos on TikTok and that sort of stuff. So it's going to be a busy, busy, fun day. But it's exciting, and part of that is, like I said before, um, having this new job, having this new position, and everything has allowed me to still get the bills paid. Um, give me a place to earn a paycheck and everything. But at the same time, when I'm off, it gives me a clear mind to kind of sit back and do the things, play games, and just enjoy some of the things that I've always enjoyed, but didn't always have the time for. Um, I even found myself like towards the end of my career at the Y, like bringing comics and things into work to kind of show them off. And like, I had some friends who were also into them, but then I'm wondering, was it because like that was really the only time I could look at them? You know what I mean? Like just not really having time at home. So it's like, oh, well, if I bring them into work, I can have some of those discussions and talks and things like that that I don't have the time for at work. I don't know. Um, but yes, it's nice just being able to relax, play games, read books, do the things like my comic book Spider-Man challenge and all these different little things that I've been able to do. It's just been really, really nice, and it's been like 3 months now since all of this kind of happened and this whole um, you know uh, crazy situation with that stupid bitch Sydney. Um, and it's just funny to me, I think like she or her mom or whatever it was set out to try to like fuck things up or whatever. I think they made it better. Like, honestly, I think they've improved my life, my distance to work, all of it. Like, it just, you know, I, in a sense, I feel like they kind of saved me from, um, just being pulled in so many different directions. And, one of the great things that I talk about a lot with my new job is the fact that I get to see so many of my friends from my last job there. Like, there's so many people that I made friendships with and relationships with, and I get to see them all, like, all the time. There's like, young kids, older ladies, people who actually just work at the Y themselves. And that's really like one of the biggest perks to all of this as well. But then also being able to kind of like, I had this conversation yesterday with a lady, and it's like, I'm able to um, even like serve them better, because I felt like at the Y you're kind of like pigeonholed into like being able to help, but you have to help a certain way, a certain time. The moons have to align just right, and then hopefully if somebody answers an email, you can get somebody the help they need, and it's just so much more convenient where I'm at now. It's just like if somebody needs something, I can get it. If we don't have it, we don't have it. If they have a question, you know, um, a perfect example. Some guy was getting something, and there was like something attached to it or whatever. It's like I don't think it came with it, but we were probably just going to throw it out anyway. So I was just like, yeah, just take it. And that's something where like if that happened at the Y, I'd have to explain it away and like try to figure like here it's just like I just do what I want, leave me alone. Like that whole God, I love that, leave me alone, right? Just fucking leave me alone. Um, but it's just been really really fortunate. And like I said, I was talking with a lady about this yesterday, and when I mentioned that, she even like she's like, oh God, I know. She was like always like so all over the place and da 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 da. And and it's something I enjoy. Like I do enjoy wearing multiple hats, but that was something they were definitely taking advantage of. And I think pound for pound, penny for penny, hour for hour, I'm probably making more than I was making at the Y when you look at like how much I was bringing home compared to like how many hours I'm working. And here it's like, I work my 40, that's it. Anything over, I get paid overtime for. And, it's just like, it's awesome. It's very, very chill. There's still like a lot of like random weirdness, like stupid questions that pop up from time to time, but not necessarily as random. One thing I don't miss is like the lost and found. And we don't get a lot of that, although we have had a couple of people come in for some lost and found stuff, and it's just like, yeah, we don't have one of those. We don't keep anything. If you lost it, it's getting tossed. Um, and these are items that like we didn't even see. Like it wasn't something that like we came across and we tossed it. Like there's a couple questions like what? Like no, we don't have that. And there was one. It was like a big black bag or something, and we were like asking like, well, how big is it? And it was almost like a backpack size, like a one shoulder strap giant backpack kind of purse. We're like, yeah, no, we don't have that. And they're like, are you sure? It's like, do we have a duffel bag lying around somewhere? Yeah, we're pretty sure no. uh, and it was like, well, if you see it, let me know. Should I leave my phone number or whatever? It's like, no, we're not going to come across your duffel bag. Don't worry about it. It's not gonna happen. Um, But yeah, we don't get a lot of that. That's something that I don't miss. Like that YMCA and the fucking Lost and Found, man. That was, God, that was so ridiculous. Like people would come in like literally with two things: a water bottle and a yoga mat, and leave with nothing, just their car keys. It's like, how do you do that? You know what I mean? Like, it's the two things you need. It'd be like leaving with your car keys and your cell phone, and then just like walking out into the parking lot naked. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing with yourself, people? But we still get like some really weird questions. I don't have any. There's not like that again. That randomness of I feel like the Y is like some kind of like weird hub where like we would get calls about where's the bus stop, and we're like, what? What are you talking about? Like they want like bus stops and like, well, how do I get to the library and kind of like general like this isn't 411 or like whatever, you know. Like we don't handle that kind of help. Um, Actually, like I don't know where like where are you in terms of what do you mean how do you get to the library? Um, but there's like some random like yesterday I had a lady like come up to me, right, kind of like flag me down, and she was holding a like a knee brace, like a little knee wrap brace, you know, a little sleeve, and asked me if this is what she needed. I'm like, I don't even, I have no fucking idea, lady. Is it? And then she was like, for my knee, for my knee. I'm like, yep. If that's if you yes, man. And it's like, okay, if you need something for your knee, I was like, yes. And then she's like, which one? And I'm like, what are you talking? Like, and then I thought, like, are you asking me like which knee hurts? Like, I'm like, what is going on? What world did I just walk into? Um, and I think then she was asking like which knee was the brace for, and I'm like, oh God, dear lady, it's for either one. And then I showed her, I was like, we've only got a couple of different things. We've got an ankle brace, an elbow, and a knee, and they fit all. And she's like, what's? I'm like, there's no size, like one size fits all. And so that was like really crazy. Like, and I've had that happen before, where like somebody will come up to me with an item or a product or something, and be like, is this what I need? Do I still need this? Is this what I still need? And I'm just like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know. Like, get it? Yeah, if that's what you need, then get. I don't. Is this for? Is this what this is for? I'm like, read it. You know, like I don't know. Like, let me. All right, let me read it to you. It's a lot of that, you know. Uh, yeah, sure. Let me read you a bedtime story. This product contains blah 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 blah. Um, so yeah, there's still like weirdness on that level. And that's something that like I don't get either. It's like it's becoming, I feel, and it stands out a lot because I don't feel like this was something that I encountered throughout my adulthood until recently, and even in my youth. But this disregard for when somebody is helping somebody else with something. You know what I mean? Like it's if somebody needs something and they see you, and even though if you're helping somebody else in the moment, that need to feel like they need to interject or disrupt or interrupt to get whatever it is they need. And there's no excuse me, there's no pardon me. They like literally just stand next to you and like look at you until you acknowledge them. And then as soon as you do, just you know, continue to jump into a mid conversation of what they need and you know, like can you not the other day I had a ton of things going on. I was helping like three different people. I was on the phone, you know, I was helping like three different people at one time. And one of the people I was helping was already being a little rude and impatient. So that's why I was helping three people instead of just two. And as I'm working with three different individuals trying to help everybody out, like with one person on the phone and helping two people and all these other things going on, somebody's like, excuse me, sir, excuse. And it's like, excuse me. No, excuse me. I'm dealing with, like, I think I said this, but of course I exaggerated. So I'm dealing with seven things right now. Give me a minute. Like, just wait your turn. And it's like something like that happened at the Y. I see it not even happening just to me, but like when I go out to different places, to like, you know, supermarket or something like that, and some guy could be cutting ham for some lady, and while he's helping her, somebody else just like jumps in. It's like, excuse me, can you tell me where? It's like, excuse me, like I'm trying to help, and it's just so rude, and I feel bad. It's not like a me thing. It's more like there's some lady who I'm helping out, right, and talking to or doing something with, and then somebody just like is interjecting themselves into her time, you know, and that's not fair to her. I feel like everybody has a time and a chance to speak and be heard and do all these things, and it's always like I feel so rude, um, on behalf of other people that they can't just like go get a workout or go to Walmart or go to Target or go wherever and go to customer service or um, whatever it is, and just um, they just have to be all the time at the Y, be on the phone trying to help somebody, and I've got like the phone in my hand to my head, and people are like walking up just talking to me, and it's like, dude, like, hey, I'm on the phone, man, like excuse me, give me a second. Um, and I was like saying the other day, like I was joking. Actually, I said this last night too. Um, because I got a lot of tattoos, and I'd recently cut my hair like super buzz cut short, which I've been known to do. But even before that, like even with like longer hair and like you know whatever clean cut, it's all with my tattoos and stuff. I do look somewhat intimidating. Like not to say this myself, but everybody I talk to is always kind of like, yeah, I never really wasn't sure like what you were about. Like you got like neck tattoos and like tattoos all over your hands and da 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 da. And so they were just kind of like, yeah, I didn't really know what you were about. And then they get to know me and they're like, oh, you're just a big like nerd and like whatever. You're just a pretty chill, laid back guy. But everybody always seems to think like I'm pretty intimidating when they first meet me. And like I said, then I've like buzz cut my hair, so I look even like more intimidating, like I just got out of freaking prison. And I'm like, what do I have to do to make myself less approachable? You know what I mean? Like, it happens all the time. Like, I'll just hop up front to kind of help out real quick, and you know, there'd be like a couple of cute girls, like that, are maybe cashiers or something, or like a cute young guy fresh out of high school, clean cut looking, or like a retired lady, mom looking all sweet. They're gonna like walk by all of them and come up to the tattooed neck freak. Like, what? That's what I look like. Okay? Like, most days, this is what I look like. And they would rather come to me than come to like some silver haired, sweet old grandma for help. You know? Some 22-year-old college student, clean cut looking, no tattoos on their face, or neck, or hands, or whatever. And they're gonna walk by them. Hey, sir, excuse me, can you help me with this? It's like, do I have to have a shiv in my hand? But no, it's important to help people. It's good to be helpful, and I'm glad. It's that Madonna song, "Man Like a Prayer." When they call your name, it's like a little prayer, and it is. It's nice. It's nice to be needed. I complain a lot. I was teasing everybody yesterday. Even I was like, can y'all give me a second? Let me do one thing before you ask me to do six more. It's crazy. It's like I was like, even teasing my mom. She comes up there. She's like, "Did you see all that trash in the?" I was like, "Oh my god, yes." I'll get to the trash in the parking lot. Just give me a second. It's like it is never ending, and I do tease. And I'm like, "Will y'all leave me alone?" They'll call me up there to do something. Like, I don't know how to do this. Like, why are y'all calling me all the time? Like, leave me alone. But it's nice. It's nice to be needed. It's nice to be helpful. And I think we need more of that. There are so many people out there, and I've talked about this, that I think go out of their way to make things more difficult. I definitely like this message, more of a wrap up to this video than yesterday's video for sure. But like, I think that's the whole point of all of this. Like the whole reason why I get on here and I talk about this and I kind of keep you guys up to date. It is to share what my life is like, because it's proof positive. Like it's the pudding, man. That, you know, by being positive, putting positive, good vibes out there, only, good things will happen, even when bad things happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, 3 months ago, this stupid girl thought she could, change my life and make it worse, or come back at me because, she was all butthurt about, whatever. And it doesn't work. The energy, the vibes, the force, the will, everything, however you want to look at it, that I put out into the universe, it comes back like tenfold. And it works out. Um, it's that good energy you put out there that, it's almost like putting money in the bank, man. It's there for you when you need it. Um, just like I said, just saw Spider-Man. Threw out there to a friend of mine who means the world to me, and if there was like one person I would want to watch a movie with like this, it would be her. And I threw it out there, and she was there. Like, we actually got to see Spider-Man opening day together, and it happened. And it's just like, it's true. Like, when you listen to like Tom Holland, I mentioned, him and all of his stuff and like what he's about, and he talks about it too. Like, he you look back through his interviews, and he talks about like, oh man, I'd love to work with Christopher Nolan, or oh man, it'd be cool to play Spider-Man one day, or oh man, it'd be this or that, or like, you know. Um, the whole thing with like him and Zendaya, like, all of it is like he puts the will out into the universe, and he speaks on it, or he you know puts that spark out there, and it turns into a fire, and it happens, and it's kind of like, the same thing, like, when I lost my job, I was feeling kind of lost. I knew what I wanted. I knew what I wanted to do. And after talking with a few friends and them kind of like reassuring me, like, Robert, you got this, dude. Like, just put that energy that you've always had out there. I mean, it was literally the next day, like, I landed this new gig and everything. And it's just like, and who knows? I mean, this won't maybe last forever. Nothing ever does. But, you just got to be willing to um, be helpful, do your best, put your best foot forward, even when people are annoying, and you're just like completely random and weird, You gotta, you just gotta do your best, man. It's like I said, there's too much negative bullshit already out there today. You know, um, it's just no sense in really adding to any of it. So, hopefully you guys take something from all this, and you go out there and you just enjoy your day, enjoy your week, um, and just like I said, just do your best to try to you know help somebody, be there for somebody, um, or if nothing else, just put that good energy into the universe. Maybe not necessarily go out of your way to be like a saint or an angel, but maybe go out of your way not just to be like a complete dickhead asshole all the fucking time. It's like, um, I do it myself. I get upset, I get worked up over stupid little things, and I have to like remind myself, like, dude, it's not that deep, man. Like, you know, um, one thing I hate, it's been driving me crazy, is like I see people like parking in like a fire lane or something like that, and it's like, oh God, like you can't do that. It's like it says it right there, no parking, fire lane. Like, what are you doing? The whole parking lot is full of parking spaces. Like, you're killing me, Holmes. And it happens all the time, and it's like you want to say something, but it's like you can't, you know, let it bother you. And then at the end of the day, it's like, whatever, man. It's like, it's that whole argument, like, well, what if there's a fire? Yeah, well, what if there is? Then I guess when the fire truck shows up, they'll have to deal with that. I don't know, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's not up to me to be an asshole and be like, hey, man, so, you know what I mean? Like, um, they know what they're doing, and, I could be an asshole about it and be stupid. It's not, it's just not worth it, man. It's just, nothing's really that, uh, that deep, and it's just not, worth getting upset over. Even, things I'm thinking about now, it's just like, that was
you know, dumb to let these little things like bother me and get me worked up and get me all testy and stuff. So, and then, like I said, sometimes, man, you know, you get caught up in these jobs and these things, and you don't realize. I think one of the biggest things I noticed with this new job and this new position and everything is that, and I mentioned this before, being kind of like so spread out all over the Y. You know, I've got like a lot of energy, and it's like I can't do 20 things as good as I can do like a handful of things, you know, and that's kind of like where I was at there. Like I was all over the place doing like a dozen or more things, and that like little fine point laser energy was just getting, you know, dissipated over way too many things. Um, and now that, you know, my brain and my mind and my time is a little bit more mine, I've been able to enjoy things a little bit more. So I'm gonna go ahead and like just wrap this up. I feel like at this point I've just been kind of like repeating myself and all of that, but everything is good. We're enjoying summertime. I just really can't wait for you know, fall to get here. One more month uh, down, and you know, just a couple more to go. School will be starting soon, and then it's like it's that snowball steamroll effect. Like once those kids start going back, those days start getting a little bit cooler and all of that. I wonder if we're going to get some rain later. It looks like we might get some rain, and I want to check to see. I might pop back on here um, to see if it rains on here too, because I'd love to find out, or when that does happen. You know, that happened yesterday, matter of fact, and that tweaked. That's the whole thing that tweaked me out. So maybe I'll pop back in here later to see if that's like a coincidence or if it's you know, still consistent with the weather patterns and all of that. Anyway, I'm gonna jump off. You guys have been awesome. Look forward to more here on Rob's Arcade, especially the Spider-Man movie review for Brand New Day, which I will be doing later on. Um, and until next time, guys, just, you know, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and remember, don't spend that quarter anywhere else.